Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Baby Brigade. Yes, I know I'm late. I'm very late. It's even past midnight already. But I hadn't felt good all day. So I've been battling some sort of headache all day. And then my stomach's trying to get in on the action. As with most people that have had gastric bypass, I struggle with some stomach issues. I've taken some medicine. I'm waiting for it to work. But no, I've just I watched a movie and listened to a bunch of music and just been working on this hood all day, loom knitting this hood all day. And I'm sure y'all seen that. Well, some of y'all might have seen the little short that I did earlier in the day. But I was debating on if I was even going to do a video tonight. I did take a shower hoping that my headache would get better, and it did for a bit. I think I finally shook the headache, but my stomach's trying to be difficult with a little knot. There's a knot in my stomach. I won't get into too much detail because that's a little too much personal business. But, you know, needless to say, I've taken medicine. I'm just waiting for it to work. So, but I did get this hood done, and now I just have to formulate a plan on how to attach it to the hoodie, to the sweater. But here it is. I know it looks very plain, but I'm gonna put it on my head so y'all can grasp what I'm talking about. But see, it's, you know, the bottom part will attach to the sweater, and then it'll be a nice little hoodie for her. See? I don't know how many rows I did. I did not count rows, but this is garter stitch on the loom, on my 41 peg loom. But what I did is, this is 2 strands. I don't know how many y'all know that when you're using a large gauge loom, you use 2 strands of worsted weight yarn, 4 weight yarn, two strands of. So it's an extra thick hood, but the sweater itself is kind of on the thick side. So, but at least this will. It's a nice solid material. You see how solid that is? It's a nice solid material, and this is very stretchy. Boom, bing, bing. But at the same time, it's nice, and it makes a nice flat material, so there's no blocking necessary. So I don't have to block this, and she won't have to worry about it kinking up on her and all that. It'll just you know, flop back like that, like it's supposed to on a hoodie, and it'll keep its shape. So, you know, that's the upside to using the garter stitch. It will keep its shape, and she won't have to worry about it. And then it gives me this nice edge at the bottom to attach it to the sweater. So, you know, it should be nice. I was kind of debating on if I was going to go around the front of it with a single crochet or something, but I think it looks fairly nice like it is. I did have to go and do a little fixing with this seam here, because I think when I was attaching, because what you do is you I left 1 peg unknitted, and then only knit back and forth with the 40 other pegs. And so I took a strand of scrap yarn and put it under 20 of the pegs, and then I pulled them off, and then I put those loops over on the other 20 pegs to get it to seam it up like this, and then I bind it off of the loom and created this this little braid look here. But at some point I must have missed a loop in the process, and so when I was looking at it after I binded it off, and I took a little snapshot of myself with it, a little selfie, and I was frowning. I was frowning because as I was looking at myself in the camera, I noticed that the top didn't quite look right. And so I snapped a picture and I sent it to the girls, and they're like, "Why are you frowning like that?" Because the top didn't quite look right to me. So when I took it off and I was examining it, I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, there's the culprit." And I saw a missed loop or 2. So I just took my darning needle in there and whoopity whoop and fixed it. So now you can't even tell that any of that happened. Boom. So yeah, whoopity woo, and it's fixed. Because I didn't do all that work all day long, and yesterday evening I started it yesterday evening, and then I did it on and off all day long. But I did get in a movie, and this movie's been out a long time, and I've been meaning to watch it, but I didn't see anything on YouTube I really wanted to watch, and I was not feeling my usual. I didn't want to watch anything, my usual cop show or documentary, or some of the other stuff that I normally watch. I needed something upbeat to watch, or somewhat upbeat to watch. So I went to Max. Used to be HBO, now it's just Max. I get it free through my cell phone service. I'm grandfathered in because it came. They no longer offer that with cell phone service through AT&T, but since I've had the same plan for as long as we have, we're grandfathered in, and I'm gonna leave it like that. You know what I mean? It's one streaming service I don't have to pay for. So yeah, anytime you can get something for free, hold on to it. But they had this movie with Robert De Niro and Anne Hathaway called The Intern. I think this is almost, it's like a 9-year-old movie, but I still hadn't seen it for some reason. I know every time I see a preview for it, and I'm like, I need to go watch that. And so tonight I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just watch it while I'm working on this hoodie, this hood. And so I did watch it, and it was really a good movie. We've seen Robert De Niro play all kinds of parts. I just love Robert De Niro. I really do. And I've seen him play a tough guy. I've seen him play a contract killer. I've seen him play a mob guy. I've seen all kinds of things I've seen him play. But this was the first time I've seen him play this type of role. And he nailed it. It was fantastic. And you just wanted to hug him, You wanted him in your life, You wanted that character in your life because he was fantastic. So yeah, it was pretty cool. And Anne Hathaway, I really hadn't watched too many movies with her in it. I know who she is, and I know of movies she's been in, but I haven't really watched very many of her movies. But she did really good, She's a really good actress. And they had some other supporting actors in there that I don't know their names, but they were pretty good too. It was good. I highly recommend that movie, The Intern. If you're looking for something kind of upbeat and heartwarming, I recommend that. It really, people like to count senior citizens, people of the late 60s, early 70s persuasion out. They're retired, they're just bench warmers now, they're gardeners, they're put around their house, they're not people that you go to for big problems anymore. Well, they're wrong. Because just like, yes, I know it was a movie, but it did kind of ring true that in today's society where, we have all these big world issues, what do you think they did? People of the late 60s or early, in 70s and 80s age range, how do you think they got to be that age and live that life? Do you think they did it by sitting on their laurels and waiting for someone else to solve their problems? No, they did not. They went out and they did the hard things. They made the hard decisions. And they built things. They fixed things when they broke, and they didn't just go out and buy something new. And our younger generation could learn a lot from that generation. Sit at the feet of an older person and let them talk to you and teach you something. You could learn something. If you have a grandpa or grandma in a nursing home, go sit with them and play checkers and learn something. Because you could learn something. They didn't get to be where they are, by letting someone else do it for them. And that's really, you know, something that is lost on these people today. It really is. And these, you know, we got a lot of people in their, you know, late 60s, early 70s that are recently retired that are bored. That are bored. You know, how about we tap into their knowledge and their, you know, and their ingenuity and fix some of the crap that's wrong with our country? How about it? I think there's an untapped potential out there in retirees that our country desperately could use. I really do. You got people out there with multiple college degrees, you know, businesses that they ran, retired CEOs, retired vice presidents, you know, people that have done things in their lives and been successful, and now they're sitting at home bored. Give them a call. Find out what formula they used to become successful and to be able to retire. Find out what worked, because whatever's going on now is not working. And we need to, you know, call them in off the bench. You know, I promise you, they would much rather be doing something productive and contributing to society than, you know, than rusting away in a nursing home or, you know, being forgotten. I promise you, they'd rather that than be forgotten. So that's what I wanted to say. And don't think that I don't know that a bunch of y'all are watching, because YouTube tells us the age range of the folks that are watching. And I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all are like my mamas out there, my mamas and my grandmas. And I value every single one of you. And I appreciate y'all watching me more than you know. I wouldn't have it any other way. I really wouldn't. The younger generation is lost on there. I tell you, they need help. They need our help. They really do. They need to wake up. They call us unwoke. They're the ones that are unwoke. They're the ones that are asleep. They're asleep on the subway. They're asleep. They're asleep on the public bus. Have you seen? I've seen this on videos, you know, where these kids are asleep. And I'm like, you missed your bus stop 3 stops back. Because you stayed up too late doing what? Watching TikTok? And you wonder why your life is a mess? Because you're watching TikTok at 2 in the morning instead of getting your sleep so that you can get up at 7 in the morning and go earn a paycheck. And who's woke? Okay. Oh, Lord. But, you know, we love our kids. We love them, and you know, that's all we can do. You know, luckily, a work ethic, a good work ethic, you know what I mean, is not something that my children lack. So, because I didn't hand them everything. Will bought his own first car, and, you know, and he's earned everything he's had mostly. Have I helped him? Oh, of course. But then he's helped me too. You know, when I couldn't work for 5 years, you know, it took me 5 years to get my disability. And during that, you know, time, he was splitting his paychecks with me. So, you know, yeah, he, you know, he contributed then. He's not contributing now, but, you know, but that's how it goes. But I love that boy, and I pray for him every day. And I think he'll get there. He just, I don't know what to do with him anymore. But at least we're on a good emotional relationship page as far as how he's treating me. You know, we're doing fine. I fixed everybody French toast last night for supper. I was really wanting French toast, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to get in here and fix myself French toast and not fix French toast for these boys, because I hadn't made it in years. I had not made French toast in years. And I was really craving French toast, and I had bought cinnamon and sugar-free syrup at the store yesterday. And so I said, well, I'm gonna go, because I had eggs and bread, and I got extra bread so that I could do it. And so, and it was after 8 o'clock when I went and done it. And I went and knocked on Will's door, and I said, hey, would you like some French toast? And he couldn't get to the kitchen quick enough. He's like, yeah. So I made sure they got their, I fixed them French toast, and then I fixed me French toast. And so everybody got French toast. Of course, I couldn't eat all mine, and then it upset my stomach a little bit, but that's okay. I still got, I satisfied the craving for it, and that's all I was trying to do, and managed to feed the boys in the process. So there's that. And now I have sugar-free syrup, so if I want to get some, you know, pancakes, I can have pancakes with sugar-free syrup and not feel too guilty about it, right? Maybe that may be my cheat thing for next week. I try to allow myself a cheat once a week, but try to stick to what I'm supposed to stick to. I would say I stick to my eating habits, my good eating habits, 90% of the time. And I think that's probably as good as anyone can expect for anybody that's had dramatic weight loss like me, is to stick to the diet, stick to the plan 90% of the time. Well, maybe 85. I'm a firmly committed 85%. How about that? Because them Starbucks trips, those caramel, them caramel frappuccinos are, oh, so good, so good. The Starbucks, they should have never built a Starbucks 5 minutes from my house. Never should have built it right next to the Taco Bell. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Taco Bell, but Starbucks, caramel frappuccino, I'm a huge fan. I don't usually get hot coffee through there because I can get hot coffee at home. But the frappuccinos, oh yes, yeah. And I don't care how cold it is outside, I will still drink a frappuccino. It's a little chilly here to, what is, let's see, well, it's not chilly, it's 77 degrees. No, what is that? Yep, 77 degrees, which is nice because we don't have to, I just turned the air conditioner off. I only had it on for part of the day. Most of the day I had it off. And then I got hot after my shower, and I turned it on for a while to cool off. But anyway, now that I've bent everybody's ear and got on a soapbox that I didn't realize I was getting on. But I didn't say anything that wasn't true. But anyhow, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna go get some popcorn and find something else to watch, and then tomorrow I will worry about this sweater. But I think tonight I am tired, and I'm gonna have my popcorn and then my medicine, and I'm going to go to bed. And I'll fight with this sweater tomorrow to put this hood on and finish the neck area, and Monday I will show it to you and tell you what I'm gonna finish up next. You never know what I'm gonna be doing. You really don't. I know I got to keep the videos coming. Got a whole nother 11 days or so. What, 10 days? 12 days left of the month? Something like that. Yeah, I got to figure out what I'm going to show y'all next. Might have to have more of the outdoor videos. Yep. Anyway, I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.